The Fox 5 I-Team is breaking news tonight on the city of Atlanta's troubled streetcars.
Yeah, they've learned the city has decided to hire a private transit expert to run the streetcar. That decision was made just days before the state DOT deadline to shut down the system if safety and security problems aren't fixed. Senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell joins us now with more on the story.
And Dale, what did you find?
Well, we thought this was a possibility, but nobody was quite sure what the city was going to do. 2 weeks after the state DOT threatened to shut down the system, the city took action. City contract compliance officials met today with industry leaders, and requests for proposals for a private contractor, I'm told, could go out as early as tomorrow. Now, if you haven't ridden the streetcars, we wanted to give you a feel for just what this is all about. Step aboard the Atlanta Streetcar, and chances are you will be met with the sounds of silence. Well, not complete silence.
Welcome aboard the Atlanta Streetcar.
But when we rode the streetcars during the weekday, 6 people other than us. And weekend, that's it. We found empty seats, a common sight. I don't think we've seen anybody get on since 3 stops back. And even more so at night, when solitary riders and small groups move about town in what amounts to their own personal ride. When it debuted as a free 2.7-mile loop from Martin Luther King Center to Centennial Park, the streetcar carried an average 74,000 people every month. Then the city began charging $1, and during the first 4 months this year, ridership was cut in half to some 32,000 a month. That's for a system that costs taxpayers nearly $5 million a year to run. No surprise to longtime streetcar skeptic, City Councilwoman Felicia Moore.
Until it connects to something or goes where people want to go, we're going to have those ridership numbers.
We found the cars clean and, though at times lumbering through dense traffic, running on time. Right on time, about 10 minutes after the last one left. There appears to be very little crime. We examined Atlanta police crime stats and found about 1 arrest a month, mostly minor stuff. There have been 6 accidents for the streetcars that share the road with other cars, most of them the fault of other drivers.
Oh, we're struggling right here.
There was one thing we saw over and over that surprised us. People having problems paying for a ticket.
Go. Has it been tricky getting tickets?
Oh, God, yes.
Which during the busier times can lead to long lines.
Works fine, you just have to make sure that you enter all the steps fast enough, otherwise it blanks the screen on you.
And a last-minute rush to get on board.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
We also wanted to ride on a weekend when there was a big festival in town. We wanted to see if it was going to be any different. It was here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. You could see the endless possibilities.
It's doing a loop, so that's pretty cool for the family. So we went on a little trip, family trip.
It's cool to me. This is our first time riding it.
But that could all end soon. The streetcar may seem cool to riders, but the state is worried about safety. Since last fall, the state DOT, which regulates the system, has repeatedly demanded the city and MARTA solve a shopping list of safety and security procedures. In this stern letter to MARTA and Mayor Kasim Reed, the state said the city must fix 60 specific problems, including provide adequate staffing, maintenance and inspection of safety-critical facilities, and deficiencies in the accident incident investigation process. You might call it a streetcar named dire.
Those in power should take advantage, of the need and be urgent and be swift about it and do as necessary.
If there are safety concerns and issues, they need to be addressed.
City Councilwoman Felicia Moore doesn't want to shut down the streetcar, and she says Invest Atlanta's $1 million study of possible expansion from Centennial Park to the West Side Beltline Trail may prove timely and hopefully reflect well on the present system.
Expansion is the only thing that's going to save it, because clearly the route is too small.
But first, they've got to get past that DOT deadline next week. Department of Public Works Commissioner Richard Mendoza met with current streetcar employees. He talked to them about interviewing for jobs with the new contractor once they're picked. We tried to reach the DOT to find out how this is going to affect that deadline, and we got no response.